Hello, this is RVing Jerry, and today I want to talk about the casinos that are in California's Coachella Valley and what their policies are on RV overnight parking. Now, the Coachella Valley consists of Palm Springs down to Indio and the town of Coachella, which is about a 2-hour drive from the LA San Bernardino area, just a little ways southeast of San Bernardino. And this whole valley of many cities that they call the desert cities has a huge population, and it's very popular with RVers because of the weather. In the winter it is just so nice and pleasant, and typically when San Bernardino or Los Angeles is raining, we'll have clear skies in the Coachella Valley. Now, in the summer, it is terribly, horribly hot. But that makes it also a lot warmer in the summer than places like LA San Bernardino. So that's what attracts RVers to it. And the goal of RVing in the winter is to be able to camp places where you don't have electric hookups or any kind of hookups, because you just don't need them. I have a propane furnace which works excellent on those really cold days, and the only thing I really need hookups anywhere around the year really is when I need to run my air conditioner all day long in the summers. Otherwise, I only need the water and sewer dump hookups maybe once every couple weeks or so. So 90% of the time, I don't need any hookups, especially not in the winter. So one place that is really good for that kind of, quote, camping, not really camping, but just RV parking overnight, is in casinos. And some casinos allow that and some don't, and that's what I'm going to show you around this Coachella Valley, which casinos do and which don't. So let me show you on the map. I'll tell you what the policies are of each one, and then I'm going to go out and make a little video at the ones that do allow RV overnight parking. So here is my map. It's mainly in Palm Springs area, and then down here in the Indio area. Now, there is one casino further northwest in the town of Cabazon, which is the Moronga Casino, and that's a good place to stay in their parking lot for overnight RV camping. In fact, they have a parking area specifically designated for RVs. So that's a good choice along the way. But let's look at the Coachella Valley. Now, there are 3 casinos in the Palm Springs area that are called Agua Caliente. There's one here on the east side of Palm Springs, one on the west side of Palm Springs, and then one here on the south side of Palm Springs in a town called Cathedral City. However, the RV overnight parking policy of all 3 of those Agua Caliente casinos is they only allow RV overnight parking if you're renting a hotel room. And even if you are renting a hotel room, you still can't sleep in your RV. They want you in your hotel room or in the casino. They don't want you hanging out in the parking lot. But the result of that policy is that they're just forfeiting all of the RV business. Why would an RVer go to any one of those casinos that has a policy like that? We have no use for a hotel room. That's why we have RVs. Now, let's go further southeast to the town of Indio, where there is 2 casinos that do allow RV overnight parking. The Fantasy Springs Casino And that's Interstate 10. That goes right between Fantasy Springs and the Spotlight 29 Casino. It's a little tricky getting from one side to the other, but both of those do allow RV overnight parking, and I am going to go to those two and show you what they look like and give you some more of the details. And then there's one more a little further south called the Augustine Casino. That one does allow overnight RV parking. I'm going to go there as well, and then a little further down, right next to the Salton Sea, and right outside of the town of Salton Sea Beach, the Red Earth Casino. That's the last one I'm going to show you on this video. Now, if you really need the hookups, there's an RV park here. If you just want to park in the parking lot, I really like this Red Earth Casino. So now I'm going to go driving around. I'm not going to go to these three because they're worthless, but I'm going to show you what these two in Indio are like. Then the one a little further south in the town of Coachella, and then the Red Earth at the Salton Sea. So here is the Fantasy Springs Casino, and right across the street is this RV park. I don't know if it's connected with the casino or not, but across the street to the left, and which is actually a good block away from the casino, is where they want the RV boondockers to park. And it's a really large lot. Now this is the sign at the entrance to the lot. What it doesn't say is that no overnight parking is referring to this paved parking lot. They want you to park in the gravel lot that's back behind there. There are no signs about parking on this gravel lot, but everybody in the know knows that this is where RVers park, obviously. The only sign is this one, which is way in the back, which lets you know where the border is from where you can park and where you can't. Now this is a huge casino with a bowling alley and a showroom and several eating places. What I don't like about the Fantasy Springs Casino is that the restaurants here are really expensive. And this is one of my favorite casinos, the Spotlight 29. They've got a gigantic parking lot here. And I don't know why, but the semi-truck drivers just love this place. There's mine and another RV there, and the trucks just park everywhere. These are the RV rules, and you can see number 2, it says 24 hours only. Well, they don't seem to patrol the parking lots at all here. I've stayed here a few times over the last several years, and I've always stayed 2 or 3 or 4 nights, and no one has ever knocked on my door or anything. I like that the parking lot is all paved, and you can park pretty close to the entrance there. Now it's right up next to Interstate 10, so that's a plus for easy access, but it's a minus for the noise. I stayed here last night, and this whole big empty parking lot after nightfall was full of RVs and these semi-trucks. Now the Spotlight 29 used to have a really nice buffet I really liked, but after COVID they shut it down, and now they've replaced it with a steak restaurant, and then they have a Chinese restaurant and another one. 3 restaurants with waiter service, none of which do I like. And it's gotten expensive, so that's ruined it for me eating here. Well, I got 2 more casinos to show you. And next is the Augustine Casino. We've got some nice landscaping out front here. They have really big parking lots on the right and left side of the casino. They want RVs to park only on the left side, on the far side of the parking lot, where that one and also you see mine here parked. It's a medium-sized casino, all slot machines, no table games. They have this bar and grill, and they also have this cafe. Here is their menu, and these are the main dishes. And I got the Mexican plate. That looks good. And the last casino I'm going to show you is right near the shores of California's Salton Sea, which you can see right there. And it's right beside the main highway that goes through this area. And they have what may be a unique setup for RV parking here. You can see my motorhome right there, just past the main parking lot. They have a chain link fence here with a place to walk through right there and an entrance to that right there to get into the designated RV parking area. And there's another entrance on the front side there. And they have 11 of these long parking stalls. Each one has this combination campfire and barbecue grill and a wooden picnic table. I think it would be much better if these parking stalls were about 50% wider. They put the barbecue grill and the picnic tables right on the side in the middle of the parking stall area there. However, there is enough room to put your slides out. If I were to open my slide there, it'd go out another 4 feet, slightly into this side of the white line, but then nobody's going to park that close because that being in the way. And as you pull in, you may need to move that picnic table out of the way. There's also some more spaces along the perimeter there, if you prefer that. And in all my travels throughout the States, I've never seen a setup like this. So I'd say for casinos offering RV parking in their parking lots, this is about as best as it gets for the casinos that don't have hookups. And even though there are no hookups here, right over there where that guy is parked, so here they have a water faucet and a waste dump station, which looks really strange. That's because it is connected to this machine where you put your credit card in there and it charges you $10, and when it authorizes the charge, then it releases this and then you step on it and it pops right up. And there's no waiting because they have 3 of these. That guy just did it, and then there's one more right past him. So I went into the casino to register my RV, and they said you don't need to register. You're welcome to stay there for 3 nights. Everything here is all in this one long building, and it is a Indian casino. That's the convenience store. They have this restaurant that is called the Red Grill La Michoacana, which has Mexican food and pizzas. I'm gonna go in and see what else they have. And they also have a ice cream parlor. So I got the carne asada nachos, and that is a lot of carne asada. You can barely see the nachos from the top. The menu is mostly Mexican food, but there are some other choices. You can see they have hamburgers there. Ice cream parlor, which also does the pizzas. Well, folks, I've shown you 3 casinos that do not allow RV overnight parking and 4 that do. So this should be a good help to you. If you ever come through this part of California and you're looking for RV parking at casinos for overnight without hookups. Good day, folks.